Something unusual is lingering over the skies of Tyneside, a kind of silence that's not typical in the usually bustling environment of Newcastle United is starting to catch the attention of those who closely follow the club's backstage scenes. It's not just the typical pre-transfer window buzz. This time it feels like something much bigger is about to erupt: a proposal, a bold decision, maybe even a name no one expected to be linked with the Magpies. And the most curious part, it all revolves around a key position that could completely reshape the spine of the team. While fans speculate about attacking or midfield reinforcements, Newcastle United's board seems to be paying closer attention to another area, perhaps more than people realize. The concern isn't new, but now it's gained a greater sense of urgency. And even though most discussions are still taking place behind closed doors, what's beginning to leak out in the British press and European football circles is more than enough to spark curiosity, and even a bit of suspicion among supporters. By the way, if you're one of those fans who doesn't miss a single Newcastle update, make sure you subscribe to the channel right now. It really helps our work and ensures you don't miss anything going on at St. James Park, from transfer negotiations to behind-the-scenes stories you won't find anywhere else. Hit that subscribe button, because today's story is one that could leave a lot of jaws on the floor. Inside the club's corridors, a name thought to be long out of the picture has returned with force in recent days. And we're not talking about a rising prospect or a mid-level squad player. The news, first reported by TBR Football and supported by internal sources, suggests that Newcastle United have been officially offered the chance to sign a goalkeeper who's not only experienced but has lifted the most prestigious trophy in football, a true World Cup champion whose career needs no introduction. This is where the story takes a surprising twist. Ter Stegen, Barcelona's first-choice goalkeeper and World Cup winner with Germany, has been offered to Newcastle United. Yes, you heard that right. The German shot-stopper, who has enjoyed a standout career in European football and is currently under the management of Hansi Flick, could be nearing the end of his cycle at Camp Nou and, unexpectedly, has entered the radar of the Tyneside club. The offer reportedly came directly from Ter Stegen's representatives, according to TBR Football, and wasn't exclusive to Newcastle. Other Premier League clubs, including Chelsea, Aston Villa and Manchester City, were also sounded out as potential destinations. Beyond England, Turkish side Galatasaray has also shown interest, especially with Fernando Muslera's time at the club nearing an end. But the fact that the Magpies are even part of this conversation shows how seriously the club is now being taken in international negotiations. You might be asking yourself, why would Barcelona consider letting go of their #1 goalkeeper? The answer lies in a parallel move by the Catalan club. Barca are close to finalizing the signing of Joan Garcia, the young Espanyol keeper considered one of Spain's most promising prospects. According to transfer expert Fabrizio Romano, known for his accurate insights, Barcelona have already triggered Garcia's $80 million release clause, with all documents ready for signature. Romano stated, "Joan Garcia to Barcelona, here we go. Paperwork already sorted with the Spanish goalkeeper. The release clause will be paid in the coming days, all set for a 5-year deal." This impending arrival, combined with Ter Stegen's age and Barcelona's need to reduce their wage bill, could pave the way for the German's departure. That's where Newcastle come in as a potential landing spot. Before we go any further, if you haven't hit the like button yet, now's the time. That helps YouTube show this video to even more Newcastle fans. And while you're at it, share it with that mate who dreams of seeing world-class players in black and white. Because let's be honest, this rumor is the kind that no one saw coming. Back to the story. Despite Ter Stegen being a top-tier name, there's a significant factor working against the move: the investment strategy Newcastle intend to follow this summer. According to internal sources and reports from the British media, the club's top goalkeeping target remains James Trafford, the 22-year-old currently at Burnley. Trafford came close to joining Newcastle last summer, but the deal collapsed late on due to financial caution. Now relegated, Burnley are trying to generate funds by selling key assets and value Trafford at over £30 million. Newcastle, however, consider that figure excessive for a developing goalkeeper who would initially compete with Nick Pope. The club is being more cautious this summer, even with more room under PSR regulations, as other areas also need strengthening. In that context, signing Ter Stegen would represent more of a reality shock type of deal. The German is 33 and, despite being in top form, would be a more short-term fix. Trafford, on the other hand, while more expensive, is viewed as a long-term solution. Even so, the mere possibility of signing Ter Stegen has sparked plenty of internal debate and stirred the fan base. It's worth noting that Nick Pope is still regarded as Eddie Howe's first-choice goalkeeper, but his recurring injuries and age are becoming a concern. Martin Dubravka, his backup, is also over 30 and no longer offers the same reliability. Quietly, finding a new keeper has become a hidden priority, and of all the names to surface so far, none has been as impactful as Ter Stegen. If you want to follow this story closely and get all the latest updates on Newcastle's transfer market activity, don't forget to turn on notifications. We've got a lot more coming, and you'll get every headline, rumor and backstage detail right here. always backed by trustworthy sources in European football, TBR Football. The original source of this information made it clear that the Ter Stegen offer was only an initial inquiry, and there's no formal proposal on the table yet. But the fact that Newcastle are even among the clubs being approached speaks volumes. In the past, top-tier names wouldn't even consider Tyneside as a destination. Now, their agents are proactively looking at Newcastle as a genuine option. Ultimately, even if the Ter Stegen transfer doesn't happen, this whole episode proves something bigger. Newcastle United are no longer just reacting to the market. The club is now a key player, attracting elite-level talent and engaging in discussions that used to be reserved for traditional European giants. And that, in itself, is big news for any fan following Eddie Howe's ambitious rebuild backed by Saudi ownership. So, what do you think, Magpies? Would you welcome Ter Stegen as Newcastle's new number one, or do you prefer a long-term project like Trafford? Let us know in the comments below what your take is on this whole situation. And of course, if you're not subscribed yet, now's the time. Join our growing community of passionate Newcastle fans and stay ahead of everything happening behind the scenes at our club. See you in the next hot update from Tyneside.